Would you trust your man if he stole money somehow, someday, to assist you because he needed it urgently? Okay, if your man stole money, ladies, would you trust him after that? That's a question I'm asking today. Okay, so Facebook 917 Wave FM. Now, something happened this weekend, just yesterday. All right, it was all petals and roses until the babe said, "Fine." A guy proposed to his babe, and she said no. Okay, she refused, rejected the proposal, and everyone was wondering, okay, why? Like there must be a reason or something. She didn't give the reason there, but the guy was actually distraught. Okay, he couldn't understand what was happening. Like, this is my babe and stuff. And for me to propose to you now, we've been talking about stuff. Well, later, from what I hear, she said he stole money. And because of that, she cannot marry him. Okay? That she doesn't trust him. She's not sure what he might do later. She feels he's not a man of integrity. She said a whole lot of stuff, okay, from what I hear. But that no marriage, no engagement, I'm not going to be with you anymore. Now, I have issues with that. First of all, I'm like, okay, why did you wait this long? But let me know, it's not for me. Let me just leave this right now. Okay, and no engagement. Basically, they have broken up. And I'm wondering so many different things. I've already mentioned some of the things or something I was wondering. And it's just funny. Like this is not the first time. I know sometime earlier this year, that was somewhere in Bielsa, Sabama. There was a story of a man that stole plantains, a bunch, to sell because his girlfriend needed 10K urgently to buy her makeup. Ooh. And some other things
people do for love.
Everything I do, I do it for you. I do it for love. Okay, so I knew there was a story like that a while back that happened in Bielsa. So I'm sure there might be other cases.
Yeah, out there.
Uh-huh. So, what do you think?
They said love is blind, right?
Well,
and it sounds romantic at the beginning, like the Bonnie and Clyde kind of love, criminal kind of love, but then at the end of the day, it's love, right?
Well,
to be honest with you, there's something about moral lesson in everything that's happening around. You understand? Now, he stole and he gave her.
She collected.
She collected. Do you understand? But at the end of the day, she's not the criminal. Even if it was a crime that he was going to involve the security, she's not going to be arrested. He's going to be arrested. He's the one that committed the crime, not her. She only asked for money, and he thought that the best way to get that money is to steal. You get and give to her. Look, as nice as it sounds, as sacrificing as it sounds, I stole because of you. To me, I think I support the woman. Oh. Yes, I do. In the sense that then what more can he do in future? Okay, today he's in love with her. What if he falls out of love with her tomorrow? What happens? This is someone that obviously has shown her that he could be that desperate. For me, that's desperation. Not underneath the so-called love.
She needed it urgently. Now, she didn't tell us. I really don't have
was
details
that the only option?
As to what exactly she needed that was urgent. Okay, although that bears our makeup, that doesn't make sense.
You know that's serious.
But this one, I really don't know exactly what she needed, but he decided to go the extra mile.
Why stealing? Was there no way he could borrow? There are so many loans that could be. There's so many institutions that are giving out soft loans. Couldn't he have done that? Maybe get a loan, or probably he was just looking for an easy way out. Honestly speaking. And
because he loves her.
Oof, indeed, indeed. So how many women would he fall in love with and then go and steal for that reason?
Just this one.
So what if he gets into trouble? What if he gets into trouble? So what happens? He goes into jail. She'll go and marry someone else. Of course, she might not be able to wait for him to serve his time. And even if she does, she might not want to be associated with an ex-con. You get that kind of thing. There's so many things associated with that kind of situation. It's very tricky. Yeah, and from the outside, it's like, oh, my man stole for me, man. I will love him all my life. Blah, blah, blah. But then when you look deep into it, what more can he do? Probably that's the only thing he has done. No? But going further, you know how the mind works. You now be like, okay, what more thing has he done? Has he killed before? Has he,
Really?
Of course, because for me, that's going an extra mile. That's Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Probably, this is for me, this is someone that desperately wants to be loved. And in the long run, I don't think the girl loves him, since she had the guts to still reject his proposal. So ever since, she never loved him. Probably she was just using him, or in the absence of someone else in her life that she could be with, she's with this person. You know, just the way human beings, both men and female, we all tend to take advantage of each other. The men takes advantage of the female also takes advantage of the male. So probably it's a situation, a clear situation where she is taking advantage of him. Anyway, although in movies, though not in real life, I've seen movies where a lady got married to this guy that had a criminal past, but made him promise her that he was never going to go back to that past again.
In movies.
Yes, that's in movies. So it could also happen in real life. Yes, it could also happen in real life.
So would it have been wrong for her to say, okay, you stole money for me, I wouldn't want you to ever do this again, even if you did it because you love me, and then they ended there and they move on.
There's something about committing a crime like stealing. When you get away with it the first time, there's a high tendency of repeating it.
But she took the money.
And she did. She didn't ask him to go and steal.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Well, you said the stolen
She just came in as her boyfriend or fiance or whatever and said, I needed assistance financially. And he felt the best way he felt the best way to help his girlfriend was going to steal. And I don't know the urgency, how desperate she was. Do you get it? Because for me, that there's even a vibe that I call double standard. Like there's even hypocrisy in on her own side. Now you collected this stolen money, used it to do whatever you want to do. Now it's time to get married. You're now remembering that he stole money in the past. If you had so much integrity, why didn't you reject the money?
Exactly, and walk away.
That's why I said this is where I smell double standard, hypocrisy in the highest level.
So maybe
you collected the money, you went to use it, you knew it was a stolen money. Then when it was time for people to marry, you're not saying that you're not going to marry him. He does not have integrity. You too don't have integrity. But that's by the way.
Maybe that's why she wants to move on.
Or let's just create another scenario that might not be it. Maybe it's after she has used the money.
She found out.
How did you know? She might ask, how did you even get that kind of money to give to me? And then she said, he now told her he stole the money. Oof. It's not nice actually, but to be honest with you, I feel bad for the guy. I know he did what he did out of love. People do a lot of crazy things out of love, but there are certain things that when you do, it has consequences. You understand? And what is even a case of not her rejecting his marriage proposal? What is a case where he gets caught up by the police and he gets arrested? Just like I said earlier.
Okay.
So where is the love here? Then the money he stole now, she will not have to go. See, that's a mess people create for themselves in the name of love. You understand? Love is not madness, but that kind of situation, I support the girl for not marrying him. But then on the other hand, I wonder why she collected the money in the first place.
And why she stayed with him this long?
And why she stayed with him this long? Yeah, that's the thing. So it really shows that this is someone that is even very vindictive. Like, how can you hold on to that kind of thing for all this while? Then when the guy now finally wants to marry you, you now say that he has stolen before. Like, for me, that's
or maybe she just needed a reason to walk away.
Yeah, probably. She wasn't really. You don't want the relationship anymore. Yeah, some people stay in a relationship. No, some people are very. There's some girls I see some relationships are that complicated. Some people stay in a relationship where they really want to get married to the person. Do you know that? Both ways. Yeah. So when a little opportunity comes, and probably this guy must be a good guy for her to only find him guilty of the fact that he has stolen in the past. There was nothing else for her to accuse him of. Probably, I don't know. But for it to just be based on that he stole before, for me that's plenty. And the annoying part is the fact that he stole because of you. You get that kind of. So the whole situation, when you look at the both parties, I think the two of them are wrong. She was wrong for collecting stolen money, and he wasn't right for going to steal because of a woman, because of love. Is it worth it?
Oh, love is worth so many things.
No, in this point, no. Which means now he has cancelled his home training. Yes, wow. You've just thrown how your mom feel when she hears this, how will your father feel when he hears this. You just thrown the whole training of your years down the drain just because of a woman's love. And finally, you didn't even get the woman's love because now there's no engagement.
So you're bringing his family into it. So you know these things are relative.
See,
you don't even know how he was brought up, first of all.
That's what I'm saying. So if he was brought up well, now he has just messed up his whole home training. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? But then if he wasn't brought up well, then whatever.
But wait,
You
let
get
me
it?
ask
But
you.
for me, I feel okay. I just feel that in every average home in Africa, I believe stealing is something that will not be encouraged. No matter what, telling lies, stealing will be something that will, even other moral standard or other moral values are not concrete. Stealing